Roll. See, I just got a message from Apple. Billing problem. There's a problem with the payment method. But then I clicked the email address, and it's no_reply at email.apple.com. So that one's like real, probably.
No chance.
Email.apple.com.
That's not real.
I don't know,
It says the word email.
Yeah,
At email.apple.com.
that is so fake. That is so fake.
I don't know.
It feels, I'm not going to reply to it anyway.
I get it's the apple.com that's.
There's Apple in it.
I know.
Email.apple.com.
How do they spell Apple?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What do you
It's a subdomain. It's not an account, but Apple uses it normally for informational emails.
I
So
still
it's
don't trust
real.
it. I still don't trust it.
I wouldn't do it.
And it is for something I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's real. See, I can't trust you guys.
Well, we
Why
can't trust
did you use
anyone.
your phone?
I can't trust you guys for Hilla
We
Beans.
were looking out for you.
Well, you literally said
Hilla Beans.
but you held out the information that you had something you were trying to pay for.
I didn't hold out. I literally saw it and said it out loud at the exact same time.
It's messed
So there's
up,
no.
man.
Why are you yelling at me? I just said. Anyway.
Lunchbox just yells.
No, he just yelled.
No.
Right.
But what did you say at the end? You go, I am trying to pay for something.
No, I said I do have this product. Like literally when I saw it.
Wait, but what's the beginning of the email?
Billing problem.
Yeah, I believe that one's legit.
Yeah, and it's got Apple in the email address.
You get scammed, dude. It's not on us.
But it says Apple Vision Pro, which was what I do have.
Okay.
It's legit.
It's legit.
I have emails from it.
Hey, what is that? Apple Vision Pro.
The thing you put on your head and it does all the stuff around you.
Oh.
It really is cool. It's just heavy. I didn't use it as much as I thought. I'm starting to use it again a little bit more.
It's heavy like on your neck when you use it?
No, it's too heavy to like run in. Not that you're going to run in it anyway. I would change this to Apple Pay and Wallet terms and conditions. Anyway.
So that's the one you can still see the world, right? And it has just little things there.
But it definitely is like big goggles. In 5 years, it's going to be sunglasses. It's going to be awesome. It's truly remarkable. It's just you have to that battery pack is plugged to you as well.
You have to carry a battery pack too?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
It's a lot. But when you're just sitting at the house, it's amazing. You can watch like 7 things at once. You can also do your finger and scroll and watch TikTok. It's crazy.
And don't forget, when we were kids, we had that laser tag. I mean, that stuff was heavy too. We played it for hours. You ever play laser tag?
Yeah, but we were kids, dude.
Right.
Okay, let's do this. Amy, bring me something. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, I'd tell you about Stashira's Christmas list if you want.
Go ahead.
Okay. She sent me something very specific and detailed, like in a Google Doc, which I can appreciate the links and everything. But she even got really specific with her Christmas stocking, which I thought was hilarious this year. Like she even put, no candy, please, unless it's gummy bears. So I could do gummy bears, but no, they're candy. And she wants essential items, which I'm like, this is perfect. This is what I like to give her
Couldn't
in
she
her
have asked
stocking.
for those though non-Christmassy, if they're essential?
I know, but there's like
food
some
and water, right?
Okay.
I would ask for those all the time.
Well, she's considering so some toiletries. I get that they're essential, like face wash, toothpaste, whatever. But kids these days, they with the stuff they see on TikTok and whatnot, they're like, oh, there's this item from Sephora, and I'm like, you're a teenager.
Yeah, but she's like an adult teenager now.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that she can get this one particular product. She's calling this one product from Sephora that is a face toner that's really expensive essential because for her face.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty essential to me.
Yeah, me
So
too.
she was like, I just
More
need a
essential
few.
than Apple Vision Pro, I promise you that.
She's like, just a few toiletries in my stocking instead of candy would be great. And the toiletries are from Sephora.
What about the main gifts though? Did she list those?
Yeah, she did. Yeah. I don't know what she's going to get though. She's not listening to this. I'm
not saying what is she going to get. I'm saying like what kind of things does she want?
She wants clothes. She wants those like noise canceling headphone
Essentials.
things that are so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
The Apple
Apple
ones.
ones?
Yeah, essentials.
Yeah. Which they have a cheaper version called Lightning. And when I say cheaper, they're still expensive. But of course, because Apple changes the cords on everything.
Sucks.
Yes.
The headphones on those, because I have those, they're the old ones with the flat and the texture instead of the new ones that are the
Lightning,
new phone.
whatever.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
so
the
stupid.
Lightning is the old one. That is the more affordable, if you want to even
But that's
call it
not
that
Apple.
option. It is Apple. It's called Lightning.
No, I'm talking about the headphones that I have, the newest ones that I have from Apple, the big ones.
Yeah.
The plug-in cable is not the same one for my phone, and it's
That's
stupid.
annoying.
Right, because you have the new phone.
Yes.
Okay. That's why the Lightning is now cheaper. because it doesn't match all the new phones.
I should get the Lightning
now
because I
they're
have the
making.
old phone.
Okay, so what you're telling me? Breaking news for me here.
Is you need new headphones.
They have headphones now that have the new
it's
phone plug.
It's the USB-C.
I'm chasing crap around the house, cords, cables. And then what sucks too is some of them, it's a USB plug into the even charger of your charger, and some of them is the Lightning into the charger. It's so
Right.
stupid.
No, it is stupid.
Yeah, because the cable has 2 ends.
Anyway, good luck with that.
Yeah, so she just got stuff like that.
Raymundo, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I went to Vegas with my wife a week ago, and she wanted to do a show. We always try to mix it up, not just gambling the whole time. We're not just trying to be degenerates. So we wanted to do some dinners, some shows, and so we decided on Shania Twain. She got it for her birthday, and we went. We had great seats. And we'd seen all this stuff on the internet where it said, Shania Twain doesn't sing. She just gets up there and lip syncs. It's all to a track. So I said, you know what? We're going to find out if this chick sings or if it's on a track.
You went in with an attitude, yeah.
Yeah.
Bidding to find out.
We've been to find out.
And so my wife, she worked at the Musicians Union, so she knows instruments. I'm an audio engineer. I know voice and all that stuff. So I said, we're going to really investigate this.
Okay, go ahead.
She sings.
She does sing.
She is taking breaths. There were mistakes that were made, which tells me it is not a track. I mean, it's a totally different beat, too. Some of her songs, she kind of now sings it her own style, which is maybe a little bit slower, you know?
So you're saying the rumors of Shania doing a multi-tracked, even multi-vocal tracked show, not true?
No. I mean, why would they put breaths in there, and why would she leave out words?
I mean, I really don't even care either way. It's Shania. You just go and hear the hits. That's fun. Was the show good, though, aside from you trying to be the investigative reporter that you are?
Never been a Shania fan. I didn't even grow up as a country fan. I really enjoyed it. I mean, and because it was in Vegas, they're able to do these big screens, which you don't get in a football stadium. You get to really see cool stuff, like when she did that. You know, you're a rocket scientist. There's a bunch of stuff. You're going through time on the screen. It's kind of like the Sphere.
Oh, when she goes, okay, so you're a rocket scientist.
And then boom, you're all of a sudden there's a bunch of rocket science stuff that you're like zooming into the future, into the past with.
What did they do for Elvis? You think you're Elvis or something?
I don't know if I saw that one.
He had his eyes closed.
Oh.
He was on a best game, bro. At that
Okay,
point,
okay.
Anybody been to the Sphere? Because I haven't.
No, it looks awesome.
Oh, I saw a view of it. I didn't get to go in it.
Yeah, we've driven by
Nobody
it
else.
and seen the outside
Yeah,
of it, but
and
never.
Morgan, you're not special.
What? Why?
Why?
Because she wanted to be Miss Vegas. She was going to
No,
come.
she literally
No,
was
I
just saying she
didn't.
just saw it. And yes, we saw this, and all of us were like, yeah, we've seen
We've
this
all
Sphere.
seen it, yeah.
Why are you so attacky toward her?
I was just a little. I thought she was about to say, "See, I'm Miss Vegas. I drove by it."
No, I literally just said I had a view of the Sphere.
And you literally were just there. Like
Yes.
3 days ago. Was the trip so awesome?
It was so awesome.
How much do you think just
Here we go. See, this is what he does.
You just
No,
asked
no.
her that
That's
on
what he does.
purpose.
You're right, because you know what? If he wants to attack her, let's play. If you had to guess how much was spent on you, because you didn't spend anything.
Yeah, I
But
didn't.
if you were, let me say this: if you were to had to have paid for the experiences, I guess would be the way to say it. If you would have had to have paid for everything that you did,
probably over $2,500.
for like what parts?
I mean, flight, hotel, all the different foods that we ate.
Way over
drinks.
$2,500.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
it's
you
gotta
way
be
way
more.
over 2,500. Yeah.
yeah.
What
That
about
was
like
just an estimate.
TR tickets?
Oh yeah, those were VIP, so those were probably a couple hundred themselves.
But they're 1,000 each in Vegas.
Yeah, so a lot.
Yeah,
Maybe closer to 5.
$5,000.
or 10.
Or 20.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say 20
I was just
for
saying.
sure.
Well, I did go to the members only thing, and that cost a lot of money.
See,
Don't know how much.
And
that
they
one
paid for
does.
your meals.
Yeah.
Not were they good food? Good meals.
Oh yeah, one of the restaurants. I didn't eat it, but one of the restaurants we ate at, they had $1,000 steak, a $4,000 dessert that you could order.
How awesome would that have been if you'd ordered that?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even take
VIP
full
tickets
advantage.
are
So you're not Miss
expensive.
Vegas.
I'm not gonna try and write off $1,000 meal. That's not that.
what's the most expensive vegan meal? Like a steak, obviously, for
That's
Let's
a great
ask
point.
Mike
of
D.
worse.
Hey, Mike.
I mean, it's probably the cauliflower steak because they try to make it feel like a regular steak, and they put all the things on the sides.
Probably with
Oh,
some
anything
truffle.
with truffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
What about a gold bar on it? I was like a gold bar on things.
Well, because the dessert costs $4,000,
But
and
what is
that
that
doesn't
for?
have.
Happy ending?
Well, I think it's because it was Louis Vuitton related
Okay.
The what?
Is that a Louis Vuitton purse? You didn't have a purse?
in some capacity, maybe.
Lunchbox, you don't know what that is?
No, I'm saying like, but what do they make? A Louis Vuitton cake and it just has the symbol on it, or
Sounds
is it?
like Vegas to me.
I think it does. That's
That's
as Vegas as it
Yeah.
gets.
And you don't
Yeah,
even know what that is.
about it. Yeah.
I know what Louis Vuitton is.
Yeah,
you
dang.
idiot.
Oh, wow. There's speaking of vegan things, I just looked it up. Truffle definitely tops the list of making vegan dishes expensive. And then also some rare watermelon, $6,000.
That's Vegas.
It's a watermelon.
Yeah.
That is Vegas.
But in the hour that we were sitting at this steakhouse, 11 people ordered that.
The $1,000 steak?
Yes,
That's
11
Vegas.
in the 1 hour we
Vegas.
were
That is
sitting there.
Vegas,
That's
man.
Vegas. Would you ever order that?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, right.
You wouldn't.
I would with
Yeah,
10
right.
people.
Everybody goes in for $100 just
Yeah.
one bite.
That's right. Why not?
You have 10 friends that would go to dinner with you and buy that steak.
100%.
No chance.
I don't think you have 10 friends that would go to Vegas with you.
Oh my
He
God.
does. Garrett, Forrest.
But name 10.
Greg.
There's not 10 of them that they're going at the same time.
Garrett, Forrest, Greg,
Jacob.
And they're all going to go at the same time.
Ryan,
Yeah, we all
yes,
go-
They all travel
I can't
together.
get 10 people to show up to play like a flag football game. He's going to get 10 to go to Vegas.
And,
we
then,
do it.
and then their wives,
Yep.
Missy.
That's right.
So Trip,
I don't even know.
Because they go to all our iHeart events. They all go together. It's like 20 of them. Lunchbox hooks them up or something, but they're always all there. I love them. They're great people, but they're always there.
Trip was awesome.
Yeah, it was really
One of the best.
one of the best. I don't often be like, I want to go back to Vegas. Now I want to go back to Vegas just for that hotel. It
I
was
think,
just so
we can make
pretty.
that your thing.
I'm so game.
right.
Also, you know how I said on here one time that the only reason I'd ever want to ask off for work, we did that segment.
Yeah, yeah.
You remember this?
I do. Trust me, I do.
So I
Trust me, I do, and we'll leave it at that. Go ahead.
I said I wanted to because I want to see Celine Dion in concert. Well, she might be going back to concert in Vegas.
How's she going to sing again? I thought she had the
Stiff person.
stiff,
yeah,
stiff
stiff
person.
syndrome.
Yeah.
I think there's part of her that really wants to if she can make it happen, but
We need
I
to
don't
have
know.
Ray go and see if she's
No,
really
no,
singing.
Ray will-
no, we need to
Yeah,
have
but-
Ray go and see because he works this button so he can tell.
It might be a
Investigator.
track.
Yes, we need to have Ray go
But-
see.
That could be a reason I go back.
All right, Morgan, what's on your mind?
Well, so the city came to like my house. They were working on stuff on my street, and they just straight up came and tore up my entire yard without any warning, without any like, hey, we're working. Nothing.
Like eminent domain where they take a part of your land in the very front, or they actually get in your yard?
Well, it's part of the so there's like the street part of my yard. There's like a little ditch, and then there's my yard, like my main yard, and it was in the main yard part.
Oh yeah, that sucks because they're not. So eminent domain would mean the government can just take land and own it, right? It doesn't matter.
Like your land? They can just own it?
Yeah. It happens all the time when they're like building roads and stuff. They're like, we are now going to own this part of your land.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
putting
they
in a
closed-
sidewalk.
Yeah,
Oh.
they now own it, and it was yours, but the government can take private property for public use. They just own it at the end. Then they'll give you like a fair market value, but why do you want to sell like 6 feet of your land?
Sure.
But this is not that.
No, I mean they were working on a public utility, but I just don't feel like they can just come in and totally destroy the entire yard in doing that.
They didn't let you know.
No, I had no heads up that it was coming. And then they were out there working on it all day, and I didn't even know like why these people were out there working on things. So did they not have to give you any heads up?
No, they probably were working on something down, and they said, "Oh, the problem keeps going farther, farther, farther," and they had to tear up your yard to fix it. They can't knock on everybody's door and be like, "Hey, by the way, today we're coming in." That wastes too much time. They got to
But
get
I
to work.
think they could, if they're going in someone's yard, go,
Let you know.
we're knocking, we're going to be in your. So again, because they could be at risk if someone's like, get out of my yard. I don't know who it is. So next thing you know, somebody's shooting somebody in their yard.
But then we've also had those stories of where people get home and their house has been completely
I know,
demolished.
those are crazy.
That can happen to Morgan.
I don't think this is that, but those stories are crazy.
She gets home today and
Please
it's
don't
not
put
there.
that on the universe.
Which is crazy. That happens, a whole house gets knocked down by the wrong person, or like when a doctor cuts off the wrong arm.
Oh, the arm.
Your arm.
No, the house, because it's a 50-50 on the
No,
arm.
No, the
no.
arm.
It's 50-50 on the
That-
arm.
that's a good
No.
point.
A
Yeah, but-
house is
You could get a different house.
no. I'm
You
not
get a
saying
fake
we're not
arm.
saying
what is worse.
Yeah, we're saying like what's the crazier thing, like odd-wise to happen. A doctor messes up and cuts off the wrong arm.
The house.
As
The
No,
house.
the arm.
Oh, the arm.
The arm.
Lunchbox is right. The doctor, even if he has no idea, he's 50-50.
Right.
The house, you show up to a neighborhood and you're like, it's 1 in 50.
But if it's the wrong arm, then you have to get the other one taken off.
No, what?
What?
Right?
Guys,
like
guys,
if he
we're
does
not
the
Oh,
wrong
yeah,
arm.
because the other one's
true.
bad.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Have to
Well,
take
but
both
if he
off.
knocked off the wrong house, then you got to knock the other house down too.
You
So
gotta knock down
you got
two
the bad
houses.
house and the good house. Then you just knock every house down, you know?
But you were talking about the intimate domain or whatever. When I remember when I was a kid, they were building an interstate down in South Texas, and there was an old lady that would not sell her house at all. And like, so they had to build around her. And I think the house is still like in between. They had to just completely go right around her property because she wouldn't sell. So I don't know if
That's a bit different.
the law's different down there.
Well, they can't take
not the
all
law's
of
different.
it.
They can't take all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just funny because the road literally just went whoop, around her house. She's like, I'm not selling this.
So I can't believe they didn't knock on your door though.
Yeah.
I was Googling.
Or a flyer. Like, are you sure there
Or
wasn't
like a
something in
piece
your
of paper in the
mailbox?
mail. Yeah.
There could have been. There wasn't anything in my mailbox. I guess they could have left something and it like flew away or something. But
Well, they
I didn't get
probably,
anything.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if it's a public utility thing, they're probably like, we need to get this fixed. And
But still, someone can walk up and leave a note.
Yeah,
I
now
just feel like
there's-
that's danger to the people that are even working. All of a sudden, you're in someone's yard
Yeah.
digging a hole.
Yeah.
And now there's like hay all over my yard. At least I guess they
Hail?
tried to
Hey,
Hey.
Hail.
I think she
hay
said hey.
for.
Oh, hey.
to cover up
fix
the
the
damage,
grass,
they're
yeah.
like, we'll just sprinkle this here.
I'm like, what am I gonna do with all
Nobody
It's
will
good for your
know.
horses.
that? Apparently.
Yeah. Eddie?
Yeah, so my dog needed to get some vaccines, so I took her to a vet. I'd never been to this vet before, and it was just weird. And I don't know if this is just kind of normal vet activity, but it was just me and my dog. We sat in there, and then the vet comes in and starts like getting down, like, "Oh, look at the baby. All right, let me take a look at her." And sweet little baby opens up her mouth, and she starts talking to the dog, my dog, like, "Have you been eating good? Like, are you eating 2 meals a day? Oh, but." And she kept going and never looked at me or asked me the questions.
Yeah, because how would your dog answer the question, are you eating 2 meals a day?
my dog would not.
Right.
And then next thing you know, they gave her the vaccines and it was over. And I'm like, no one was going to ask me.
Or were they asking you, but asking it through your dog, like, have you been taking all your vitamins and shots?
Yes, but at some point she would look at me and be like,
never did.
She never did. And I was like, okay, this is very strange.
Maybe it was she wanted you to hear it, so you would do it.
But then she would say, like, are you sleeping well? Oh, of course you're sleeping well. I'm like, huh, okay. Are you itchy at all? It doesn't look like you're itchy at all.
Okay, that one I can do.
Okay.
But it's like, are you taking your medicine twice a day? How the heck's the dog supposed to know that?
Right.
Maybe it was just for you to hear it.
Okay.
So you would. That's kind of odd.
Maybe. I thought it was very
You
strange.
gotta go Dr. Josie, dude.
I know. I should.
Yeah, Dr.
It was just like a quick little thing. My wife's like, here, go try this place, get vaccines. And because like, I really don't know that if my dog doesn't, we don't have any other pets. So I wonder if like she really needs anything like those like rabies vaccines.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
does she?
Yes.
Well, if she ever is around any other dogs,
Like I
Ever.
just said, never.
And she's never out
No,
anybody.
she's not
I guess
friendly.
that
you
would
don't
be,
ever board her, or she doesn't ever go play with other dogs. Or
Not really. No.
don't.
You're gonna keep her in a bubble, then you do whatever you want. That's bad advice. Don't take it from me. Well,
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
just weird.
thank you for sharing that. Man.
You're welcome, man.
Lunchbox.
Yeah, I'm worried if I'm ruining my brand or not because like
What is your brand, by the way? Before you.
I mean, my brand is just me, and I'm just saying, like, am I limiting myself by not being on Twitter because I got hacked like 8 months ago? Still brings tears to my eyes when I got my account stolen. I contacted Twitter. They never got back to me. They finally emailed me like a month ago saying, "Hey, let me help you, but just go to this email and change your password." I'm like, I don't have that email, and that's the last I heard from them. But I'm like, I feel like Twitter is calling me back, and I don't know if I need to go back. Is it ruining my brand not being on Twitter?
What did you provide over on Twitter?
Entertainment, man.
No, but what though? Like, what do you feel like by you not posting it, people are missing out? And what is your brand?
My brand's just me, life of the party, family man, incredible human. I don't know. It's just all the things. I'm just an all-encompassing dude. And so I'm just wondering, is it hurting my brand not being on Twitter?
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, I think you're fine. I don't know.
I forgot you weren't on there.
Me too.
I mean, we didn't notice, dude.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not talking about
Also,
you guys
it's X.
per se.
it's not. Nobody.
It's not.
calls it
Are we
X.
ever going to call it X?
No.
Like ever?
No,
Ever?
never.
Never.
But is that going to
Never
make us old if everyone starts calling it X?
No
and
one
we
calls
don't?
it X.
Also, Twitter is not for young anymore. It's not like everybody's going to Twitter and we're going to be old. All the same people are on it. It's like Facebook. You know, Twitter has hit its peak of people and the youth. There's no youth movement going to Twitter. So the people that are on it now already have a name associated
The only
with it.
thing kids care about are Snapchat and TikTok
On TikTok, yeah.
right now.
Morgan, is Lunchbox hurting his brand?
Oh, and YouTube, they like that.
I don't.
Yeah, YouTube
I
for
feel like Twitter personally is on a different direction.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Probably on its way out in some capacity. So,
So weird 'cause
no.
it used to
Wait,
be
on his way
everything.
out, even though he paid how much $1 billion for it?
Yeah, but remember he tried to get out of it, and then he was like, "I don't want to buy it anymore." And they were like, "No, you've already made the deal."
That's right. He did try to back out.
Yeah, and there's no there's no consistent marketing plan with Twitter, so it's just kind of not doing a lot of things. So no, I don't think so. I mean, if you wanted to get on the young side and really try and do a different thing with your brand,
Roblox.
you could do Roblox. There's also a new from Meta and Instagram that you could get on that's like their version of Twitter.
Threads, I've seen that.
Oh, I'm already on Threads, but I
Not-
don't post.
No, there's another one. There's
new
a
one.
new one. Yeah,
Not Threads.
Blue Sky.
yeah. Thank you,
Blue
Mike.
Sky.
Oh,
That you
Blue
could get
Sky.
on, and that's the new Twitter.
So
Are you
I-
on Blue Sky, Bobby?
Yeah.
Of course you
Of course you are. You
I'm on everything just to have it.
for your brand.
No, just because I'm like I want to read news and keep up and have stuff on my feed.
Well,
It's
so
not-
what's Blue Sky?
It's basically for me it's like Twitter without porn because Twitter like puts porn stuff there up all the time.
Yeah.
Um,
So Threads wasn't working out for them, so they created
Blue
Sky.
Sky's not great, but it's fine. It's like right now it's just the same stuff that I follow on Twitter, like The Athletic. 'Cause
Oh.
I subscribe to that. Ian Rappaport.
So it's a totally separate app, or it's within your app?
No, it's
Instagram
not. It's
app.
a separate app.
Well, Lunchbox, there you go. Sign up for Blue Sky.
Yeah, man.
Dang, dude.
See if it helps
For
your
your
brand.
Yeah, I'm working on
Overshawn's out for the year.
Oh, really? The year?
Uh-huh.
Dang, he was.
it. It
he was-
doesn't
he
matter.
was on
The
a roll,
Cowboys
too.
suck.
But for him,
doesn't matter.
But
It's
for
for
him, who
him.
missed his whole rookie year, because he
Yes.
tore his freaking ACL.
And he was having a great year.
No, he's not missing. He's missing 4 games, guys.
So
But again, he missed an entire season because he tore his ACL. Now he's
Oh,
out.
I didn't know he missed last year. I thought you were just saying he's missing this whole year. I'm like, nah, man. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
that sucks.
It sucks for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Yeah.
Have y'all seen American Underdog?
What is that?
That guy can make a comeback.
What is
Whoever y'all are
American-
talking about right now.
What is
Well,
American
he's gonna
Underdog?
make
Is that
Come back.
Kurt Warner?
Kurt Warner, duh.
I've tried to watch that. It was too goofy, too cheesy.
No. It's so good.
I
I bet.
watched it.
Amy,
You
why?
said you tried watching it.
I did. I watched like the first 38 minutes of it on an airplane. I was like, because I know the Kurt Warner
that's where I
story.
watched it on an airplane.
Yeah, I was like, too corny.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Amy's been watching a lot of.
I watched it
football
on an airplane.
documentaries.
These are the kinds of movies I watch with my kids, too.
Oh, sports. I get
I
that.
love the feel-good, rated G, PG, family,
It's so true because, like, when you have kids, there is nothing to watch as a family that's okay for everyone. Because I have a 16-year-old, my oldest, and my youngest is 5. So, in order for all of us to watch TV, it's got to be sports.
All the boys.
Yeah, it's just has to be sports because there's nothing else that we can watch. It's okay for all those different ages.
I also feel like it's kind of crazy Kurt Warner did that.
Oh, it was. No. It's a wild story.
Wild.
I mean, he was freaking working in a supermarket playing arena football and then ends up being a Hall of Famer, but the movie's corny.
Oh, is it a movie? I thought it was a documentary.
It's a movie.
No, it's a movie. They're acting it out. And
Oh,
so,
I've
but
seen Underdog. Yeah.
but just understanding like it's his story and
No, but a lot of
The
it's
dr-
like weirdly fabricated. If you're like a hardcore sports fan, it's not for you. If you're a mid, okay, have fun.
oh, so you fabricated like that's a lot of that didn't happen.
I wouldn't say it didn't happen, but there's a lot of gloss to it.
Oh, dang.
But it is a great story.
I got.
No, you enjoyed a movie.
That's
not
like-
being got.
That's like they say that about Rudy. You know, like they didn't really all chant
Yeah.
Rudy.
Well, it wasn't. No, they didn't all put their jerseys on.
Or they all didn't turn their
Yes.
jerseys.
Joe
into
Montana
Rudy.
said that. He said we didn't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But they did yell Rudy though, but not the whole
No,
stadium.
not the whole stadium. In the movie, it's the whole
Yeah.
stadium.
You didn't get got. You got movied. You watched a movie.
I got.
Yeah. No, you watched a movie.
Oh, I got got.
It is awesome though, isn't it? Yeah. Bobby Cast, new episode is up with Dan and Reed Isbell. They're great writers, but they also do a podcast called God's Country. The podcast is great as well. And so the brothers, they talked about how they learned now at this point in their career as songwriters that they should not just chase money for the sake of money.
For a while now, I feel like I've been chasing the money because I didn't have anything at all when I was first creating. I saw something, man, and it was this guy saying, if you try to chase money, you'll never catch it. You'll never catch it because money's always moving, right? But if you create the art, that's what money chases. Money chases the art.
They lived like on a houseboat for a while and they're writing songs.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a good story. And they do a really good, fun podcast. They talked about what kind of songs are breaking new songwriters right now.
Yeah, and I'd venture to say most of the songs that get cut in this town, most of the songs that are breaking songwriters and songwriters are having success with are the ones that are their story and are true to their life. If you can go into a room every day and write about what's on your mind, what's on your heart, what do you believe in, I feel like you're setting yourself way more up for success.
They've written songs like The Kind of Love We Make, Luke Combs, Better Together, Love You and It. A lot of Luke Combs stuff. So they have success, but it's not like they're the big, crazy 500 hit Nashville writers. Like they've just started to really clip through, and their podcast again is really good. And then, everybody gets kind of burnt out around the holidays. Just generally, we talked about that.
I've been burnt out for a month, and we work hard, and I try to write really hard all year to get to this point to where I don't have to write as much and I can be in the woods and take my own time. But yeah, if I get in a room where I feel like it's like a waste of my time, and then I'm like double banging my head against the wall that day.
They're like, we work for 11 months, we can go hunt for a month. And I'm like, that's Arkansas Keith.
Yeah.
That's straight Arkansas Keith. Check out the Bobbycast. New episode is up. It's on iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcasts. One final thing. I'm not going to be careful, but I know I should kind of be careful with this. The Oliver Anthony, Parker McCollum story is hilarious to me. Oliver Anthony is a guy that was in the woods, and he played the song. Ray, will you play the Rich Men of North Richmond? Rich Men of North Richmond. Yeah.
These rich men north of Richmond.
So he's got the red-haired guy. You guys remember him? He's in
Yes.
the woods, and he's like, and then he's like, I can't believe they're charging so much for tickets, but then like his guarantee was like $100,000. Like, what do you think? How do you think they make the money back? It's a whole thing, and I think he's like legit, but he's like, I'm going to tell you guys about the inside of the music industry, but he's not been in it long enough to like really know, because it sucks. Inside the music industry sucks, but inside of any industry sucks.
Sure.
And so he was telling a story and about playing a music festival at Myrtle Beach, and he says there's an act that had like pre-recorded back. Here, play the clip of this is Oliver Anthony.
Like, I never forget, I won't say who the act is, but it was I think it was in South Carolina at the Myrtle Beach one, the band who played after us. That dude had 6 auto-tune modulators on a pedal board on stage just to help him with vocal pitch live. And they had backing tracks running, drum loops running. It's like, for somebody to pay hundreds of dollars to go listen to like a fake performance.
So that became a thing where people figured it out, and they were like, oh, he's talking about Parker McCollum, which, by the way, I can tell you, Parker McCollum ain't using 6 auto-tune tracks. Like, that dude is as legit as it gets. That dude can come in here and sing with an acoustic guitar for 30 minutes and be awesome. He takes a lot of pride in his band being live. And so Parker, after everybody's like, dude, you going to say anything? Finally, he's like, screw it. And he's like on a horse, which I thought was hilarious because Parker rides horses. Like, he lives back in Texas. Like, Parker McCollum is a for real, like, Texan horse riding guy. And so then Parker, I'm sure he didn't want to, but he said something about it. Go ahead.
Per the Oliver Anthony interview or whatever it was, claiming that he saw drum loop modulars or whatever he called it. I don't even know what that is. 100% fabricated lie. Never, ever, ever one time have I used auto-tune or a drum loop or anything fake of any kind on stage.
I was glad Parker said that. And I'd also like to say it's not that big of a deal. People use like track bass lines a lot, especially if you have to go through bass play. Because again, part of this world, if you're in a band in Nashville, let's say you're an artist, you're a mid-artist, and you got to hire a bass player that's in the band. He ain't making much money. You ain't making much money as a baby actor. Bass players come and go, or drummers, so you at times you have a bass line track that you just play if like it's a new bass, and that's okay. Like, get up there and sing your songs, play your songs. You don't have to use 6 auto-tunes. Listen, that's not really happening in our industry a whole lot because they'll fry you around here. If you can't sing, this format, for the most part, will say, spit you out. We don't use auto-tune here on our show, so if you've heard anybody sing on our show, that's how they really sing. A couple of them sucked.
Even when we talk, we're not using auto-tune.
I thought it was a little sloppy of Oliver Anthony to go after somebody and then not say who it is and let the audience like find it. That's kind of cowardly. To be like, well, this one person, and I think I was in this city, that's kind of cowardly. If you're going to say it, just say it. Just be like, yeah, Parker McCollum's using 6 lines. So don't be all Johnny Bad Boy, but then not just allude to who it is. And listen, if you really feel that way, that's great. If Oliver Anthony's like, I feel this way, then that's cool, and say what you feel and call whomever out if you don't agree with it. I'm totally cool with that. May not agree with it. I don't have to agree with it. Voltaire said it.
What did he say? I don't know. What did he say?
You know what he said. Paraphrase it. Go. He said, I may not agree with you, but I will fight to the death for your right to say it.
Oh, okay.
So Oliver Anthony can say whatever he wants.
Good
and
paraphrase.
I may not agree with him, but great. But at least if you're going to call somebody out, don't let the internet be sleuthing and harassing somebody about it. Like, say who it is.
Could the internet have gotten it wrong? Was he talking about somebody else, not Parker?
They showed the whole Myrtle Beach thing. They showed the whole. I looked at the whole. And also, if it's not Parker, come out and be like, oh, you guys are killing Parker McCollum. It ain't Parker McCollum. And then they'll go to somebody else. And then also in the clip of he's like, I think it was Myrtle Beach. If you just
Like if you remember all the things
you're
that
gonna
were
go-
on
yeah,
stage, you
6
should remember
modulators,
what city it was.
9 auto tunes, a partridge, a pear tree. Like friggin' just say it. Or don't. That's okay too. And I don't have any beef with Oliver Anthony at all in any way. And I think he can sing really good. But to go after Parker but not say it's him but allude to it's him, and then I know he doesn't do that. Parker can freaking sing. But also, I don't think we should be shaming people if they're going to have a bass track. It's hard to keep a consistent bass player. And also, you can't afford some of these artists doing the opening of 3, like a major show. They're making $2,500 a show, and you know how much it costs to get there, to eat, to do all that. Like sometimes like $3,000. Those are $500. Pay their band. You want to have a bass track? Have a bass track. You get up there and sing your songs though. Do that. I don't give a crap. Who am I? Gatekeeper of live music? Should be. That's Ray.
That's Ray. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Ray. But I did think that was kind of cheap to go after Parker like that. But only because he did not identify Parker specifically. If you want to identify Parker, and then have it out. But don't like allude and, yeah, I saw this and I can't believe it. No, say who it is. That'd be cool. Say who it is. Your mic's not on.
Amy.
Ray, what you do wrong there?
I took a sip of my drink and I turned it off.
I was asking Ray if it was like a vocal thing.
No, it's me. Or just focus on yourself.
And that's the thing too. But I'm not the greatest example of that. So there have been history in my time where I go after people.
Mm-hmm.
But and I know who you're talking about, and even his video though, like out in the woods, has like reverb on it. So like it's just part of playing music, right? Like you want it to sound as the best that it can be. Like I don't go to a show and be like, is that real?
Reverb is interesting too, because that is
you're enhancing the sound.
Absolutely, and no one cares about reverb. I don't care about reverb.
Yeah, reverb's in here.
It's
not on us, but
no, you're right though, because no one ever complains about reverb, and that is an enhancement.
It's the same thing.
Everyone's like, turn up the reverb, because reverb is basically echo for everybody else. I wouldn't know that unless we had to deal with it.
And it's forgiving if you go a little off pitch. It's a little forgiving because it kind of sounds like you're in the shower.
My whole show's reverb.
no, it's not.
Right now.
It's all reverb. Anytime I'm anywhere, so I do it all reverb. Anyway, that's all.
Whatever.
Okay, that's it. Thank you guys. And then we shall end now. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.